Hey, you guys, it's me, the most targeted citizen. There's a lot of furious news in the news cycle the last 20 years. This anti-white violence across America and all over the Western nations. We're being invaded by third world countries. We're having our societies destroyed uh, uh, by blacks, Mexicans, Asians, Chinese. The attack on white Christians is outrageous. And I, for one, am over it. I am done. I'm done being nice. I grew up in the South. I had black friends when I was young. I always realized how different that we were as people, but I was always taught to treat everyone equally. So I always treated everyone equally. I had a black best friend, and he would come to my house, and my mom and dad were so sweet and nice to him, and we'd make him breakfast and treat him like family. And they were quiet, and we could play and watch TV and enjoy each other's time. But when I went to his house, here his mother would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning screaming to the top of her lungs, "That white boy needs to go home. That white boy needs to go home." I mean, the most racist crap. And I was nothing but a young 10-year-old boy. I grew up. I had a black buddy. I got him a job. I helped feed his family. I took care of his family. And then I catch him with his hands in my wife's purse, stealing money from her. I mean, it's nonstop, this garbage that's going on. And I want to go over that, and I'm going to make a video of what's going on in Great Britain right now. A young man named Henry Novak, an 18-year-old white man, who's walking home completely sober, and walking home in two Sikhs, Sikhs, Sikhs. It's a religion. And if you guys say, well, the Sikhs are peaceful people compared to Muslims, don't you believe that for 1 second. This Sikh stabbed him 8 times. 8 times. For no reason whatsoever. The Sikhs call law enforcement. Law enforcement shows up. The Sikh says, he's a racist. He's a racist. He's a racist. He was making fun of my race. The cops arrest this boy, an 18-year-old boy, laying on the ground, stabbed 8 times. The cops treated his attempted murder as nothing. The cops did not believe the white man laying on the ground bleeding to death, but believed the Sikh as he says, "Oh, he's a racist. He called me racist names." The cops forced him into handcuffs and watched the kid drown in his own blood on the ground. And then we find out in Great Britain, you're not allowed to own a knife. You're not allowed to own any weapons, but Sikhs, because a knife or a dagger is part of their religion, Sikhs are allowed to carry weapons in Great Britain. They're allowed to carry swords and machetes and knives because it's part of their religion. It's part of their heritage. We heard about the George Floyd garbage, which was nothing more than a fentanyl overdose. Then we come to this video where you see this disgusting person and everything you'll ever hear from a black person about how they're offended. They disrespected me. They disrespected me. Well, in this video, this woman is a food, she cooks food in a hospital, and a white woman cooks food at a hospital. Well, the white woman was driving her husband's brand new black 4-door, full-wheel drive Chevy truck to work daily. The man starts noticing scratches all over his truck. He starts noticing, what's going on? Why is my truck getting scratched? His wife's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's not me, honey. And of course, the husband's going to think, well, maybe my wife just doesn't know how to drive. They put cameras in the truck, all around the truck. Hidden cameras. Take cameras to the windows and doors. And this wretched garbage double G hard R. This disgusting waste of God's breath felt disrespected. Listen to her explanation for doing. And have you got a car painted lately? A brand new car. You know the work you have to do to a brand new vehicle is to be keyed. Keying's one of the worst things you could do to a car, less put sugar in the tank. Here comes the airplane. Anyway, let's listen to this explanation of hers. Her reason why.
all over the car that have not been there. Every time they come to work throughout these 2 weeks, there's more and more scratches occurring on this car. She also saw you when she was walking out at the truck and then running away from the truck back to your car. All right?
Okay, well.
Now, I want you to look at the comment. Look at her. It's all over her face. As soon as the cop said, mentioned key in the car, she said, I don't know what key means. And then she sticks the key in her pocket. Now, listen to her excuse of why she did to paint a brand new car that's been keyed. You're talking minimum of $10,000. Now, you're going to see that her way of stopping this, because this is what she's been taught by her mother, because, or I'd say probably her grandmother, because there's no father in her home. I can guarantee you that. She's never had a consequence with anything in her life. Watch her explain why the white woman deserved to have her truck destroyed. Watch her flippant nature and how she's going to rectify these felonies. Because it was 4 and 5 different times that she scratched this innocent woman's truck. 4 or 5 different times that she did it. But I guarantee the sentencing will go light. And as long as there's a black judge on the bench, nothing will happen. They'll drop it down to disorderly conduct or something stupid where white people have to pay again.
Apologize to her. It's just literally just with her, because she's been saying stuff about me and my other friend that works here, and I don't know what this is about. She feels threatened. I'll leave her alone if that's the case, but I don't want to be near her.
She said something. She said, I don't know what she said about me, but I know that I feel threatened. This white woman said something about me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happened. I have no idea what's going on, but I'll tell her I'm sorry and everything will be just fine.
You guys have HR and stuff, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, right? Do you think that would have been a way better option if she was talking crap and then that offended
That would have been a better way instead of just calling you guys and just having.
I'm not saying that.
So calling HR would have been better for the white woman to do against the black woman instead of calling the cops for the destruction of their brand new truck. The white woman had the obligation to call HR and get with this black woman, worship her feet, apologize for being a white woman. Apologize for this victimization of this poor, innocent black woman who's so victimized by, I don't know what she said about me.
Probably did $5,000 worth of damage to their car.
Yeah.
To fix it, the whole thing's got to be repaired.
Yeah.
This isn't just words and she's talking smack about me and my friend and we're upset. Now you're at the point you're literally committing a felony crime of property damage to get back at her, all because she's saying words. I'm not saying that she's allowed or should be able to talk crap, but this is something you just bring up to HR. Hey, I'm having these issues with an employee. This is what is going on. I would like this to stop. Then what happens? HR gets involved and HR tells her, knock it off. And then guess what? Your problem is solved. And nobody committed any crime. And now we get the police involved, and you're potentially looking to go into jail for this. All because somebody said words.
All because someone said words. And let me reiterate this. There is no proof whatsoever that this white woman has said a word about her. What do you think it was? What do you think it is that they work in 2 different food sections of the hospital? What do you want to bet? The white woman said, I wish she would hurry up. I wish she would come in on time. I wish she was proficient at her job. I wish I didn't have to pick up the slack because she's so goddamn lazy. What about that? What if those were the words? Oh, well, she was talking about how sorry I am at work. She made me feel inadequate because she works so hard. She makes me look bad because I'm a lazy double G hard R. I'm a lazy diversity hire, and she makes me look bad, and that I feel disrespected because the white woman, the cracker, makes me feel disrespected because she does her job immaculately. But the diversity hire is gonna, I'll tell her I'm sorry. She shouldn't have called the cops though. I mean, all I did was cost $10,000 to $15,000. The cop is way off. $5,000 damage. He's out of his goddamn. Have I told you lately that cops are stupid? Have I told you that? You know what it takes to get key scratches out of your car? You have to sand the whole car down. Then you got to go back with putty, with Bondo or chip putty. You got to fill it in, and you got to sand it. Then you got to block it. Then you got to prime the whole thing. The whole thing has to be primed. And there's nothing better than a brand new paint job. Nothing better. The car is literally totaled. A brand new, and I don't know, you want to price a new truck, a new 4-door, 4-wheel drive, black Chevy Silverado, you want to price that? You're looking at $60,000 because this ingrate, this disgusting human flesh in front of us felt disrespected. We don't know why. Somebody might have said something. Somebody might have just looked at her wrong. But sorry's going to make it okay. Because in America, we're black and we're victims. We're victims.
It doesn't put you in a very good spot, does it? No?
I understand. I'll do whatever it takes to leave her alone or pay or whatever. I just don't want to again her. All I'm really doing is just to do my job, leave her alone. That's it.
Well, then, wait a minute. We're not doing it. We're out here scratching her vehicle every time she parks it. That's now the commercial.
Look, so much disrespect out of this pile of garbage. She is so disrespectful. She can't even look two white men in the eyes. Absolute denial of eye contact. Nope. You don't deserve enough of my respect for me to look you in the eyes as you accuse me of felonies. N-I-E-S. Felonies, not felony. No more respect for white men. No accountability. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll say I'm sorry.
My partner, and we'll talk to somebody.
Just so you know, it's a Class B felony. So misdemeanor, gross, Class C, Class B. There's only one higher crime above it. That's like murder, just Class A. But this, if it amounts to 5,000, do you know what she was even saying? Or was it just, I've heard she's talking...
And remember, I just want to tell you this. The only part of this video I saw was the first 10 seconds that you saw. This is all just as new to me. What did she just say? The cop just said, do you even know that she said something? Do you even know? No. She's taught that white people hate us. They hate you. They're going to disrespect you at all times. You're the victim. You have to keep your eyes on these white devils. You're the victim. They hate you. They're prejudiced against you. You're a failure in this country because the system's set up to take you down.
Shit. Or do you know what she's actually saying? That made you... Well, I don't let you dad upset.
It's just threatening things she said about me, and mostly my friend, and just everything.
Threatening. She said, it's mostly threatening things. What does that mean? Threatening things. What did the white woman say to her friend that was threatening? Oh, yes, she said she was going to kill me. Oh, she said she's going to hang me. She said she's going to burn a cross in my front yard. No! She has no idea what was said. She has no clue if anything was even said. Not one idea in her stupid Afro sheen head does she have a clue about what's said about her. All she knows is the white woman disrespected me. I don't know how. I don't know what was said. I don't know what she did, but her disrespect was a threat to me. And if you make me feel disrespected, I deserve to destroy what you've worked so hard for.
Now, if this was happening for 2 weeks, she should have literally came to the side and told me instead of everything.
Did you hear that? If she found out 2 weeks ago that I was scratching her car, she should have came to me and told me, sorry. And I wouldn't have done it for 2 weeks. But instead, she calls the cops. I want you to get this one more time. Get this one more time. Get this one more time. if she would have come to me the first couple times I scratched her husband's truck and apologized for threatening me, I wouldn't have spent the last 2 weeks scratching her truck, and then she didn't have to call you. It's the white woman's fault for calling law enforcement because her truck was destroyed.
Or do you know what she's actually saying? That made you that upset.
It's just threatening things she said about me, and mostly my friend, and just everything. Now, if this was happening for 2 weeks, she should have literally came to the side and told me herself instead of everything.
See what they want to do about the situation. Did you have any questions?
I mean,
or anything on top of your head?
I don't know right now because I'm really feeling uncomfortable, and I would hate to get fired over this thing.
I feel uncomfortable. I shouldn't get fired over a key in somebody's car. I'm uncomfortable. There are 2 white men in front of me. There are white women running the hospital here. I mean, they wanted me to be their slave. How dare they not let me come in and express myself down the side of a white man's truck? I'm feeling uncomfortable that you cops are talking to me about this. Why didn't the white woman come to me 2 weeks ago when I first scratched her truck? Because in our ghettos, in our neighborhoods, that's our signal to talk. I'll scratch your truck and you'll come talk to me and say you're sorry. I'll vandalize what you worked hard for, and then you come to me and grovel and tell me how you're wrong for making me feel disrespected.
Like I said, if they're willing to not press charges, really just don't want to happen again. I just don't want her to I don't want to talk to her, just do whatever. I would hate to go to jail for something awful, because intentionally I'm not like this at all.
Intentionally, I'm not like this at all. Does she even know the words coming out of her freaking head? Does she understand the words that's falling from her freaking black mouth? Why don't you guys, I don't understand. Where is your passion for your fellow white men, women, and children? You are being slaughtered in the streets of America. Since 1940, America was 98% white. And now we're almost 40% white. They have systemically destroyed our race in America. And its plan is coordinated to destroy us. We have the lowest birth rates in our own nation. I'm not intentionally a racist. I didn't intentionally mean to scratch her car. Oh, and the white one saw her scratch the car and run away from it too. It's still the white woman's fault. And when and the people at the hospital saying that she's going to be fired right now, this is her last. She doesn't know she's fired right now. They waited till 5:30 because they are understaffed. So now it's going to be the white people running the hospital's fault, and it's probably a black woman in charge. It's probably black people in positions of power at this hospital because we've gotten so used to diversity. We have to have diversity. These poor black folks just can't do any better, so we have to lower our standards so they can come in and get a job. And they don't even respect the choices. They don't respect the chances that they've been given. They don't respect the opportunities that they did not earn. Well, it's just a $60,000 truck. I mean, I'll tell her I'm sorry as long as she apologizes and promises to leave me alone. I won't scratch her car anymore as long as she doesn't threaten me. I don't know how she threatened me, but as long as she don't do that anymore. As long as she doesn't make me feel disrespected.
And to me, this is just a little ridiculous. Again, she should have just told me about it herself, one-on-one.
Were you using a key or a coin, or what were you doing to scratch your car?
I was just really just using this.
It is ridiculous that the white woman called the cops. Why didn't she just come to me the first time I keyed her truck and apologized for offending me? Did you hear that? It's ridiculous that the white woman had to call the cops because this racist keyed her husband's truck. Are you getting this? This is mental retardation. These people, look it up in America. They're one of the lowest IQs in America. Black people have the lowest IQs in our country. They've been here for 200, 300, 400 years, and they still have a lower IQ than any other race in this nation. But we expect them to have control over their emotions and their feelings. We expect them to be normal people. 1350? No, it's 1370. 13% of the population, black people are, and they commit 70% of the violent crime in this nation. Oh, those are made up statistics. Some racists made them statistics. You know, it's a bunch of white men in suits in Chicago shooting the streets up. It's not the poor black folks. They're the good guys. They're doctors and engineers. But them white men wearing suits, they're the ones killing all the black people. I mean, you know, the Klan's got people everywhere. You know, this nation was a lot safer and a lot more moral and a lot more polite society when those men had hoods on. Did you know that? The country was a lot safer when they had their own water fountain. The country was a lot more polite and moral when they had their own church. They still segregate today. They're pushing, the blacks in power are still pushing for segregation. Let them have it. Let them have it. You stay on your side of town and leave my side of town alone. Stop keying my trucks. Quit shooting my people. Quit attacking young men and women in the streets. Stop breaking in our cars. Stop having teen takeovers, which is nothing more than a race riot.
Yes, I was upset. I was irritated. And again, she should have just talked to me and just figured everything out instead of all this.
But also, to be fair, we should not have done the damage. You could have been one to also try to communicate with her.
I guess I was scared to the fact that she would do something to me.
I was so threatened by this Christian white woman who sits in her truck on lunch break and reads the Bible. You think I'm making that up? I'm being serious. Her husband says, oh, she does go to work and come home. She sits in the truck on lunch break and reads her Bible. But here's the victim. The victim here, I was scared if she come up to me. I was threatened because if she would have come up to me. So I keyed her truck to let her know the way I felt. My feelings are justified on the side of her truck. No accountability whatsoever. And you think she's ever going to pay for this truck? You think she's going to pay the $10,000 to $15,000 to take to fix it? Well, hell no. She's never going to pay it. And there's not a judge that's going to make her pay it through probation. Nothing's going to happen to her. Nothing.
Because I don't know her like that.
No, she doesn't know you like that either, and you're out actually destroying her car. So no offense, playing the victim card here doesn't really work. You're the one doing this stuff. She didn't do anything to you other than say words. Right?
Yeah.
Well, lucky enough for you, this is what we're going to do. If we wanted to, and we really wanted, and she wanted to be a jerk, you're at felony line. We could arrest and put you in the Pierce County jail, for felony vandalism. Okay? But lucky enough for you, we're going to keep this the lowest route possible.
Yeah.
So we're going to write a police report. It's going to get forwarded off to Lakewood prosecutor's office. And if they want to...
So the cops here. A white woman's had her truck keyed. $10,000 damage. And these useless white cops, because of their white guilt, are going to write her a ticket and say, maybe the prosecutor will prosecute. Are you getting this shit? You let me get caught keying a black man's freaking truck, it'll be all over the news how a racist destroyed a black man's only car. He had to get his family back and forth to work, and his mama's got cancer, and oh, it's horrific. He's got rebel flags tattooed on his arms. He's a racist. They're going to write her a fucking ticket. Are you kidding me? We're going to do the lowest route possible. Where's the fucking lesson? She's going to go to court. They're going to put her on unsupervised probation. They're going to say, well, you got to pay it back. And then she's never going to pay it back. And their truck's still going to be totaled. This white guilt that's been driven into all these kids younger than me is outrageous. White people are almost as retarded as black people are in this country. This guilt they have because it's been drilled in their head that you're the oppressor because you have a higher IQ. You're the oppressor because you get up and work your ass off all day. You're the oppressor because 400 years ago, Democrats wanted someone else to pick their fucking cotton.
Go forward and do it, then you're going to get a letter in the mail saying, hey, you're charging me with this crime. Here's your court date. You show up at this court date. If you don't, you end up with a warrant for your arrest.
Okay, so can I get a better understanding? Because I have like this.
She's too now listen, here comes the victim. Oh, can I get a better understanding? I have a disability. I'm a stupid black woman. So can you explain it better to me that you're going to let me off completely scot-free except you're going to give me a piece of paper? And what you want to bet? I don't know where this is. I don't know where it's at. I haven't investigated it all because I'm so freaking furious. Can I get a better understanding? If this goes to a black DA or a black judge, guess what? She walks. They're going to decline to prosecute because they're going to say, well, there's just not enough evidence. Oh, there's enough evidence for one scratch, but still for everything. A white Ukrainian woman was stabbed in the neck, was it 12, 20 times, on a bus by a black racist who had been arrested like 80 freaking times. Never should have been on the streets. This is every day in America, thousands of times a day, a white person is victimized by black people and they're allowed to walk away. Michael Brown tried to wrestle a gun away from a cop so he gets shot and killed. This is after he robbed a convenience store. And our society, our news media makes him a god. They show a picture of him when he was 10 years old when he just left his family cookout. Oh, he's so sweet and innocent. Look at that little 4'5" black kid. He's such a good kid. No, he was 6'3" and 300 freaking pounds of man. And just like this racist in front of you, I just need a better understanding. This just doesn't seem fair.
Disability type of thing, and I need like to somewhat break it down.
I need to forget this happened.
Everything you said, luckily for you, I got that part, but
Could have been a big deal.
yeah.
We're keeping it the lowest deal possible, trying to be nice.
Why are they being nice to the fucking criminal?
Right.
Scratch the shit out of the car.
Right.
Okay. So your address, it's on your driver's license, correct?
Yeah.
That address, you still live there.
Yeah, the 85, yeah.
We're writing a police report. That goes to our prosecutor's office. If they're going to charge you with the crime, because that's up to the prosecutor's office, they're going to send you a letter in the mail. That's going to say, hey.
She doesn't even get a perp walk.
Your court date, you need to show up to court.
Doesn't even get arrested. Why?
If you don't show up, then they just send a warrant out for your arrest, and then we eventually come find you, and then.
And the state's going to give her a court-appointed attorney. The court-appointed attorney is going to go to the courthouse and probably going to have a black judge, as I said, and the prosecutor's probably black. They're going to investigate it. They're going to say, oh, well, she's got a learning disability. She just didn't know right from wrong, Your Honor. And you know what the Honor is going to say? Well, just make her pay the deductible on the insurance and then let the white-owned insurance company foot the bill for the damage that she did to the truck. Why doesn't this enrage you? In the UK, they call Keir Starmer two-tier Keir because whites are treated with the most serious offenses. They are victimized in their own nation, the nation they built. The Great Britain, one of the greatest superpowers on the earth, whites are treated like garbage. Just like you in your country, white people, you're treated like garbage. And this black pile of trash who doesn't deserve to be in our presence is allowed to walk home. No rest, no handcuffs, no picture in the freaking paper, nothing. Just go home and it'll all be okay.
Just automatically go to jail on the warrant and then sit there until you have your court date or you bail out. And then if you don't show back up, then all the money you put in for bail goes to the city.
I see.
Okay?
I see. Okay.
Any questions with that so far?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to process it a little bit, so.
I got you.
She still doesn't think she did anything wrong.
Between you and Western State, and bosses and everything else. Please,
She still thinks she was justified.
Don't engage with her. No more keen cars. cars. No more doing this stupid stuff.
Yeah, I just try to avoid everybody. Literally,
I avoid everybody. I just go after the cars. And by the way, let me tell you this much, is that one thing you probably haven't noticed yet. From what we see on the body camera footage, they did not Mirandize her. They did that intentionally. You know what? Because any questions she answered while not being warned of Miranda, anything she said cannot be used against her in a court of law. The cops intentionally did not Mirandize her. So everything she just said means nothing, as if it did not happen. It is not admissible in a court of law. Not only did they not arrest her, but they gave the defense the ability to say, prove it. Cops did that. These white cops just set her free more than one way, and you don't even notice it. You didn't even notice it. They just gave her a get out of jail free card, pay for the one scratch that the one camera caught you on.
This is a typical day. Usually when I'm done with work, I just go and park until everybody's released, just to avoid drama. Just processing everything.
Alright. No more stupid stuff, please.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Go talk to your boss. Figure out what's going on next.
Alright, thank you.
The woman was charged with 7 counts of felony vandalism.
What you gonna bet she walks free? Wake up, white Americans. Wake up. You didn't know that you're in a war. You did not know that you're in a war. They've collapsed our birth rate. We are less than 7% of the total world population. We are on the way to being extinct. And all you guys can do is play into this. Oh, the poor black people. Oh, the poor immigrants. Oh, I hate my white skin. They was kings. Or let me rephrase that. They was kings. They was rulers of the world. They was Egyptians. God bless.